Welcome back to the Captain's Store Review. The Captain's fucking pissed, not gonna lie. It's already open because this is the third time I'm trying to shoot this video because anything and everything can go wrong, and 3 fucking times has. So, let's fucking hope it goes right this time. Because if not, I'm gonna start punching shit. Let's do this all over again. So, this is a 1983 160 big scale Zaku. The one you saw in the left corner is a 172. 160 means it's bigger. It means if you stacked 60 of these on top of each other, it would equal the height of one. We're going to see if it's bigger size or not. I don't know. The 172 box is bigger than the 160 box. Technically, that's perfect grade scale nowadays. This is 1983, so who the fuck knows? We're going to learn. We're going to learn today. This is the Sunman Pighead. I actually picked him up tonight because he's so fucking crazy. I actually remember him as a kid, even though he predates me, I believe. I don't know, I was born in 88. I do remember seeing this at flea markets and at one point having one because my grandmother always bought us whatever at flea markets. I wish I still had one. After seeing this, I'm like, maybe I'll get a vintage one just to go with it. They're fucking expensive, so I'll probably never get a vintage one because Papa ain't made that kind of money unless somebody's donating shit. The other thing here is this is not an Imperial, it's a DM, it's a fucking knockoff. I did this years ago. I bought airbrush and wanted to try it out. And I said, well, how can I? So I, which is kind of crazy, trial and error, was able to mix, I believe it's folk art color change acrylic with water to the point where I can run it through an airbrush. And I mean, other than some nicks on the back there, that's from being in storage and moving around, pretty damn good. Blue purple, you can tell really well on the tail there. That's a purple blend, the blue purple blended into like, that's a red orange in the belly, kind of blended up into the chest, and the top is a green and yellow. I actually really like him. He's a cool piece. I wanted to try and do it like an old vinyl because at one point I was going to get really into vinyl collecting, and I think that the talent is there, you know what I mean? This is the Rat King from Ninja Turtles. He is so fucking high, his eyes are just red. I'm sure my eyes are just red when I realized I had to do this video for a third time. So, yeah. This is the second one Captain had tonight because really pushing the Captain's buttons. Anyway, we said this was an Easter egg last video because it would correspond with this video. And it is going to. So, here is Krang the Brain in Robo Walker. This is the 2013 Classic Collection repull of it. He's fucking cool. I love him. He's goofy. I also made a mention in the last video if you watched it. This is just a repull of the old Krang. It's dopey as fuck. But they have the hole in the bottom, and I always love that because as a kid, you're just fucking losing your mind. He's also a finger puppet if you really want him to be. I do have some vintage ones laying around somewhere amongst all the stuff. Maybe I don't anymore. When my mom moved, her boyfriend just threw away all my shit because he just was like, fuck this nonsense. But I do remember that I do have some that don't have the blue veins on it, or did. I don't know if it's something I don't know, throw it in the comments. You know what I mean? If you watch this and you know the answer, or maybe they just rubbed off. I know I've had ones with blue veins, and I know I had one with no veins. Or no veins painted, just all pink. I also had the giant robot that Krang sat in, and I traded him to a friend for some kind of, Super Battle Collection Dragon Ball Z shit. And then I ended up trading him those same figures back for a Kabutops Pokemon card. So there's always that. Wild times we live in. This is the Ultimates Krang. And the Robo Walker. I'm not going to move the arm up because the legs are very loose on him. I'm going to have to go in with some like clear nail polish and just thinly layer it around that ball joint until it's more tight. little trick for the hobbyist. You could do that with your Gundam model kits. If it's ever loose, you could just do that. He's a menace. He's fallen over so many times, but I love the pointing fingers. Just like, you, next. Great. Still looks like a chewed up piece of gum, to be honest with you. That's the alternate head it came with. It came with 2 Krangs. His arms are more flayed out. He has the curled in, just like the vintage. Those ones are like back to back. This one's actually like almost a complete loop. Same thing with that one. This one's a little looser. I always thought you could always put a weapon in there. It's funny that he comes with a plunger gun. I just recently got Shredder's Revenge, and they're foot soldiers that shoot the plungers at you, which, by the way, is a fucking blast. Pick it up. I don't care. Next will be the Cowabunga collection because I get to play Turtle sometime and show. But yeah, I'm going to go into another one here. This one is actually the original one. I'm going to replace it at some point, just because this is mine as a kid, but I will get a better, up-to-date one. I might have said in the last video, I'm kind of pissy because a buddy of mine owns a used toy store, and at one fucking point in time, he had the black mail-in the fucking bag sealed, and I didn't get it. And if anybody is a turtle collector or knows anything, that's a fucking grail piece. It's one of the grail pieces. If look it up. Just look up Mail Away Super Shredder in the black bag. They're not the most expensive toy in the world, but you're just not going out tomorrow and fucking buying one. And let alone you actually seeing one in person, just willy-nilly in a used toy store in fucking Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. But he had one, and I always wish I would have fucking got it. But yeah, here's my Super Shredder. It has a little bit of... I tried cleaning that off. It's actual fucking rust. So rusty drip metal must have fucking fell on his shoulder at some point. And that's it. It's there now. I don't fucking know. But the captain's had a lot of water tonight, so captain's feeling fucking goddamn good. There's a little paint missing on the hand because, as people like to say later in life, that I had an oral fixation as a child, and I chewed the fuck out of so many toys. I'm kind of surprised that's the only thing. Which is... Think about this. I chewed to the point where the fucking paint was just flecking off of my fucking mouth. You know? Riding that fucking high, if you will. He was one of my favorites. I love Secret of the Ooze. I probably watched that. I still have that VHS, but I wouldn't put money against it not working with how much I fucking watched that shit as a kid. I also have Tokar and Razor, Toka and Razor somewhere. I don't know fucking where. And I have the Razor from the Nickelodeon cartoon. They did him but never Tolka, which was kind of weird. He was definitely more werewolfy, but it was still Toka by name, or Razor by name and by design, I guess. I don't fucking know. But later on in life, I went to college. 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, I came back, Pennsylvania, really started collecting again, collecting heavy. And when you start collecting heavy and actually putting weight into your collection and really appreciating things, this was 2013, so I was picking up turtles along the way. And I've always not bought turtles. I have a pretty good collection of Nickelodeon shit. Not only that, but I think it was Mega Bloks that did it. They did little blind bags, but I actually got some of the sewer play sets. Actually, it was fucking... I'm going to lift up the tripod real quick to show you guys. That's the sewer play... That's 2 play sets right there, actually. With the fucking black and white turtle and the color with the foot soldiers and stuff, and like some comic panels, blah, blah, on the back. So I've always bought turtles in one sense or another, at some point or another. It's just always been a part of my collecting. And then NECA kind of stepped into the game, and it was like, it's a whole new ball game. But I never got a Super Shredder. And I was pissy. And I always fucking thought, what the fuck are we waiting for? Why are we not getting this fucking shit? Why are they not... We have the technology. What the fuck is going on? And then, would you fucking believe it? NECA said, we got that big dick, baby. We're going to swing it. And swing it they fucking did. There he is. I'm gonna pull this back just a little bit. I'm going to lean back so I'm not up in the camera. Look at that shit. Kevin Nash. Big muscly fuck in the suit. That thing is easily 9 inches tall. NECA just did a Chrome Dome, which is like the big robot shredder. He's about the same size as him. So if you have one of him and you've always wondered what the Chrome Dome is, I don't have them. I will get them. I just saw them tonight, actually. But Christmas just ended. Give myself a chance to financially rebound. I'm not fucking Joe Exotic. I'm never going to financially recover from this. I will financially recover from the holidays. It happens every year. As soon as they announced that thing, I remember making a post on Facebook and saying, like, my fucking dreams have come true. I've been dying for this fucking thing. So much so, we'll bring her back in now, that I pre-ordered that fuck. The day pre-order dropped, I was on it. But so much so that I actually bought the second one they did, which was like, what is it, fucking Stealth. You can see it's a darker purple. And that's it. Same fucking sculpt. But still giant. So yeah, how can you be fucking mad? Giant fucking turtles. And NECA knew what the fuck they were doing. They knew people down the line somewhere, some way, wanted that fucking Super Shredder, and they delivered. And they delivered in other ways. They do the animated, they do... not the Ultimate lines. There's like a comic book line. I don't fucking know. There's so much shit at this point. This was another one I actually picked up. Walmart had... maybe it was a Loot Crate. It was like a Williams Pinball box set. It came with a Krang the Brain beanie that I have over on the couch here. That's fucking crazy. Like, it's a beanie, but like the tentacles are sticking out. It's really wild shit. They had a laser etched keychain, which was Bebop and Rocksteady. They gave my girlfriend. They had a Williams Pinball t-shirt that has like all the villains on it and slashes on it, which was actually probably one of the main reasons I bought that set, that box. I think it was like $50 anyway. Might have been on clearance for $25, but the graphics on the shirt are fucking great. The colors in the shirt are fucking great. And then it was this exclusive shredder. It's cartoon NECA shredder, just metallic paint. I still want to get the movie shredder. The only time I fucking see him is the 2-pack of him as human and Splinter as human, which is nice, but not really on my fucking radar. I think I think it might have been GameStop exclusive. It was a single pack of the movie shredder. I'll snag them off eBay at some point. Some fucking prick will sell the single figure for the price of fucking 2 of them, and I'll end up fucking buying it from the cock. I had the giant NECA 18-inch movie Michelangelo. I actually put it on layaway at Toys R Us. It was one of the last. That was the last Christmas that Toys R Us was open. And I recently sold it. Not that he's not a great sculpt, he's phenomenal. It was a really great piece. But 18-inch really isn't a scale in my collection. The only thing I kind of have ballparked in that area is the Pumpkinhead vinyl and the 1/48 scale Mega Size RX. Otherwise, there's nothing really down here truly in that scale that's floating around. So it kind of would have been weird. And I try to keep my scaling somewhat coherent. The best of my ability. I would like to get the 6-inch, just regular size Michelangelo. He is my favorite. There's parts of me that regret it because I'm like, well, if I want to collect Michelangelo, I need the 18-inch one. But I have my old giant vinyl Michelangelo from the 90s and 80s, whatever. So I really can't. Things come and go. It's part of being a collector. You sell shit to buy shit, and that's exactly what I did. Next is... Foot Soldier. This is also from the 2013 Classic Collection. I don't have a vintage Foot Soldier anymore of this one. The only one I have is he's standing straight up, but it's like the one we can peel off. Like you spin these and it's like mechanics. It's a robot face, robot chest. You like flip the head down in the back. That's the only Foot Soldier that I still have that's vintagey. But I love the original one. He's such a fucking creep. I mean, look at him. The head itself almost kind of looks like a foot in a way. It's great the way they did it. It's kind of a little nuance, like the heel working up. But at the same time, it also, I'm not going to say it looks like, the aliens from Signs always reminded me of the Foot Soldier, because they kind of have that weird head, and they kind of have that, I know there's a theory they're demons, oh my god. But, yeah, man, he's just fucking gnarly, and he's hunched over, too, because the way his legs are bent, like, that's the perfect pose for him, because if you stood him up, you know, he's looking directly at the camera, but he's looking up in the sky. So he's meant to be fucking hunched, which never made any sense of why they did it that way. It's almost like an ape crawling. He has that kind of like, that's what looks like an ape on all fours, just coming at you. It's just a weird fucking thing. And I think that's why, this is one I always wanted to tattoo a vintage Foot Soldier, because it's such a weird fucking toy. It's gnarly, it's angry, it's fucking violent. That head is just great. It turns, looking straight, or he kind of has that cocked fucking looking to the side all menacing. He's fucking punch you right in your mouth. And yeah, sure, yeah. NECA and Target had, got together and said, let's have a little convention. And this was their exclusive, was a Foot Soldier. And I have the box. I don't know what the fucking name is, like Foot Amok or some bullshit. Trouble's Afoot, I believe it was. I don't know, who the hell knows. But he came with a cop hat, which I just love. And a laser gun. I love it because imagine if Batman in suit, which we know it's Batman, he's in the Batman outfit, threw on a cop hat and said, I'm a cop. And that's it. Just, I'm a cop. And that's equivalent to what this is, because he's another loose one, and it's in his waist. So at some point in time, I'll have to fucking fix that too. But, he's clearly not a cop. He's a fucking ninja with like fucking gauntlets that look like turtle shells. It's a weird fucking thing. Actually, they kind of look like corn on the cob. When I was a kid, I'm like, why does he have corn on the cob there? I'm sure other people have thought that, and if not, now you're gonna think it, because it looks like corn on the fucking cob. You even look at it right now, you're like, that looks like a blue corn on the cob. That's a gray corn on the cob. But he's great. I mean, what the fuck? The ninja in a fucking cop hat with a space gun, clearly. And then we're bringing the glory of it all. Don't shit your pants out. It's not the vintage. It is the classic collection. It's 2013. Same year that they did the Krang, same line. Krang is not on the back, though. Out of the vintage, I have everything on the back here still. Shredder might have a cape. I'll tell you what, there's like 3 splinters in this bitch. None of them have a fucking shirt. I don't know what I was up to those days, but clearly taking the clothes off my turtles. That's how much I love this. And I spoke about it in the other video. So I bought him. And I bought another one on the card because I was like, fuck that, I just love him so much. Speaking of Slash, when we were talking about this, there's the old weapons on the peg. He has the knife and it's like a grabber gun back thing. It's funny with the Krang comes with the plunger gun, which is in the vintage, the classic one. It is the vintage. It's not vintage by year, but these are just basic. They're basically repulls, the vintage as far as I'm fucking concerned. If you play Shredder's Revenge, you're going to get some Foot Soldiers shooting the plunger gun at you, but the Foot Soldier doesn't come with the plunger gun, so it's kind of strange. But the good story about this, the cool story about this is, I bought this one, opened them. Bought this one immediately. I bought 2 that day. Bought this one, I said I'm never fucking opening it. And for being 2013 and moving from, I think this is like 4 different houses at this point. Other than right on this corner here, this card is pretty fucking mint. I'm sure there's a little dust here and there, but I mean, fuck, if this was a vintage actual on card, how clean this fucking card is, definitely some money in the bank. Other cool story about that too is the way our Toys R Us, at least the aisle they were in, across them was like the Chat May kind of Chinese bootleggy shit, like weird army men and like weird fucking shit like that. And I used to hide shit behind those boxes. So at some point in time, I hid either that one or the other one. Like I said, I bought 2 of them. I bought that one that day. So I hid another one behind the boxes. And I always said to myself, you know, if he's there when I come back, I'll buy him. Plain and simple. And it was like 3 or 4 months later. And I always hid other stuff back there where I was coming to get the new stuff I hid. And it kind of made me remember, I'm like, holy fuck. Glizzy Squatch, bro. You're fucking shit together. I remembered, I'm like, holy fuck, hold on, I'm going to grab my coffee real quick. Because my girlfriend brought me some sweet, delicious coffee during this video. So if there was a word pause earlier, that's why. If things got weird, it's because somebody was down while I was shooting my jive. You know what I mean? So it's like being in the bathroom with somebody coming in on you. Sweet. Nectarine of the gods. But the foot soldier was fucking back there. 3 months later. So I knew I was destined. I bought it. I'm like, there's no fucking way. So at one point in my room, I had 2 of those foot soldiers stacked on top of each other hanging on the wall. Which makes even crazier how that card is still as in good of condition as it fucking is. And it's hanging on the wall down here. Just a little fucking thumbtack, and I just hooked that right up. And even from hanging on a thumbtack, look at that. Really not. You get a little nick in the... Actually, that's not even a nick. I believe that's it. That's paint. That's part of the graphic right there. Yeah, fuck. I mean, what can I say? So, yeah, I fucking bought them. I sold one a couple years ago. I let it know it was a classic collection. It was a 2013. It says on the back. Well, on the back it says like classic Turtles, original 1988 figures. It is, because they're probably pulled from the original 1988 molds and, you know, same colors and stuff. But in 1988, they weren't putting original 1988 figures on the fucking back because it was 1988. Clearly, they were the original figures. It's been fucking dumb to do that. But yeah, man. I told you guys, this, what you see... Let's see if we can get it all in here. I have to keep moving this camera back. I'm doing this just for the thumbnail. We're going to scoot it right back in. There we go. Just so you know what the thumbnail for the video is going to be. Maybe we can get that in there too. Ah, that works. Yeah, gotta throw it up to the captain himself. Got that little poo-poo pee-pee hat on there for you guys. Just want to say this is probably the last video I'm shooting of 2022. I don't foresee me doing one this weekend. Maybe I will. I don't know. I've got so much stuff. It's kind of strange. I don't do Gundam reviews, and that's honestly why I fucking started this channel, with the mindset of doing that. And it's one of the things I really haven't done a serious review on. There's a lot of competition. Mecha G out there is fucking really... I mean, he's top of his fucking game. Zacharelius, those guys. There's serious competition out there. But at the same time, they're always kind of the same fucking dudes. Mecha, I really love for size comparison, because not every high grade is the same size. They are made to scale. So you used to see, you know, when we're facing the desk here, that giant black fucking 80s fuck looking robot. That's a high grade, technically. And I just built some other high grades that are way, way taller than a normal high grade. So it's all based off scale. But neither here nor there. That's the only reason why I like him, because he does do size comparisons, and that really dictates sometimes for me if I'm going to buy something, which I should start doing that, because I would love to know what that 160 is compared to the 172. Is it taller, or is it the same fucking kit? I'm just getting 2 different fucking things. You know what I mean? Like, these are important things to know and cool things to look at. So I really should start reviewing Gundams, because I have a pretty good base, and Zaku's, or Mecha, isn't too old, but he tends to do a lot of newer kits, and I'm all over the fucking place, so maybe something I'll jump into. Wait, here or there. I clicked way too many fucking toys. Plus, he's sponsored by Hobbylink Japan, so that fucking prick doesn't pay for anything. Same thing with Zaku. He's fucking sponsored by goddamn Gundam Planet. Sometimes they do videos with them or podcasts or whatever, fucking live streams. So, or not Gundam Planet, excuse me. USA Gundam, Apex, whatever. Some people have to pay for their shit. It'd be harder for me to be sponsored by those guys because I don't do exclusively model kits. If you're watching this, you don't follow me on Instagram, go to Yidnar Arts. It's just Randy spelled backwards. YNDAR Arts. Learn to fucking spell, you fucking illiterate pricks. And sculpt my shit out, man. I put a lot more model kits up there. They're single frame photos, so it's easier to see what I'm really working with. But what I do want to say is, cheers, I know it's coffee. I started this 5 months ago, man. And there are definitely times where I questioned, really, should I continue this? Where sometimes I feel like I'm dragging ass, where it's more of a hassle to come down and shoot the video. But I must say, I don't have a dozen subscribers and stuff, but when I look at those videos, I see the view counts. And from my very first video, and of course the whole biggest Vegeta collection is all about Goku. That has my highest watch. It's like 600, 700 people watching that. But it's funny to me. That's why everybody's like, ooh, Vegeta collection. And then, fuck them. I originally was going to put a Vegeta model kit on the table, fucking punch it, smash it to shit. But the water makes you forget things sometimes. But I've noticed that my last 3 videos, more and more people are watching. Getting 100 views. 100. Last video was 200 views. That shit's important to me because I don't need people to subscribe if they don't want to. I don't need people to comment if they don't want to. But you guys watching, just seeing that is enough for me to get excited to do this shit. That's why this is the 3rd fucking time I'm doing this video. You're going to see the timestamp. You can't see how I'm pointing at. It's 27:14 seconds right now. 27 minutes, 14 seconds. The 3rd time I'm fucking doing this tonight because of faulty bullshit all over the place. So, really knows I love it. And by the way, before I post anything, I watch the videos. So if for some fucking reason I'm trying a new microphone tonight. Last video, I did the whole thing, and all I heard when I watched playback was beep. Just, if for some reason this video doesn't work out when I rewatch it, it's probably the last one I'm doing tonight. I'll fucking redo it again another night. But I'm hoping it works. If it does, here's to a new year, a better year. I wanted to update the phone. Not going to. I kind of like the cell phone. My cousin brought it up to me during Christmas. He's like, the cell phone isn't really a bad thing, man. I can run this through the computer and some programs. Plus, if I was able to put this on the other side of the table with the microphone or over-the-head mic, like an actual come-down mic, you can see the background. You can see the Dragon Ball stuff. There's the Gundam stuff. New desk is over there, right somewhere. It's hard to do this. That's not the new desk, but new desk topper. That is the new bookshelf. That's all Zaku shit up there. And it's down below, too. The new Sazabi I got. Not the real grade, just basic high grade. Sazabi's on their shit for Christmas. I built like 4 kits in the past week. Working on a 5th kit now. Got 4 on the way. That new specs Goku's on the way. So I know I've already done a Goku video. Technically twice comparing the model kits. But you're about to get a 3rd video of me comparing those fucking Goku model kits because it's the new specs. New sculpt, new articulation, even the boots go together. There's no fucking stickers for the red lines. It's in the plastic, the blue snaps on the side. I have to do it. I'm sorry. I don't care. Like it or don't, fuck you guys. But don't fuck you guys. Watch my shit. Anyway, it's a fucking captain. Cheers to you guys. I'll see you in 2023. Hopefully your New Year's are good. Even if bad things fucking happen, because I know people going through personal shit, like the worst shit I can think of right now, persevere. At the end of the fucking day, it's all about perseverance. Just continue. Don't let the fucking train stop, because sometimes it slows down, and you let it slowly stop, and it's hard to get it back to a continual pace. Just keep on fucking rolling. no matter what you do. It's okay to take a little breather and a break sometimes, but keep the fucking ball rolling, because that's what we're here for, man. Life is fucking short, and if you let it stop, time waits for no man. That's all there is to it. So thank you guys. Appreciate you guys for watching it. Thank you for showing me any kind of fucking love and attention you do. It keeps me going. Let's fucking hope for a better year. It's Wednesday night, so it's not Saturday, but, you know, go out, find a hooker, not gender specific. All right? We're proactive here. Punch a hooker, drink a beer, smoke some weed, stick a thumb in your girlfriend's ass and lick her titties. Love you guys. Thank you so much for this amazing 5 fucking months. We're going to do this next year at the end of the year and say thanks for an amazing year, baby. What I will give a little hint at, and I might not get to this for the year ends, because I'm going to have to go through my Instagram, because I post fucking every new thing on there. I'm going to dial it down and look at what I've gotten in 2022, what my collective base was, and I will do my favorites of 2022 and my least favorites of 2022. So the video will be out 2023, because I'm not going to do it this weekend. I'm not going to have time to. Shit's going on. But I promise you, and you're going to know what the next video is right now, is my favorites and least favorites of last year. So be prepared, because I'm going to be brutally fucking honest. There's probably something in this video you've seen tonight that I'm going to fucking shit all over. So, love you guys. Have a good night.